Okay, let's understand everything that you have access to when it comes to finding about affordability, financial aid, scholarships, the admission statistics for every college in the country. So I just typed in Washington University in St. Louis as an example. Now let's go take a deep dive. So we're going to hit on each of these, but let's go through each one. So for starters, we have some information around admissions. This is kind of the top of the funnel information that we're looking at when investigating a college. How big is the school? What's the average GPA? What are the average test scores? What applications are required? The first thing we're probably thinking about, what is the acceptance rate? WashU, highly selective school, only 12% of applicants are accepted. And then here are some of the rankings just to give you a framework compared to how some of these institutions view this school versus others. Now let's look at the finances. The first thing that we want to show you is what is the business model of this college? What is their SAI, Student Aid Index basis? Are they institutional methodology school or federal methodology school? Then we want to look at what percentage of need do they meet? That's a very important statistic. And then when it comes to merit-based financial aid, we want to know what percentage are receiving merit-based scholarships. Of highly selective schools, only 3% of students are going to be eligible for merit-based scholarships. But those that are going to receive, are likely to receive a very generous award for around $33,000. And then we graded every college, and based on how transparent they are with the general public, with consumers or potential consumers, how generous are they or how transparent are they when evaluating how they give out their merit scholarship dollars. And then we want you guys to understand not just the first year of college and how much it's going to cost, but all 4 years. So here's the sticker prices over the students' 4 years, because we have to consider inflation. That will be happening at the large majority of colleges. But that's not what's most important. What's most important for us is the net cost. So how much free money, whether that's financial aid or scholarships, can we expect at this college? Ultimately, how much are we going to pay? And then we have some details around the cost of attendance. Where does this sticker price come from? What are the financial aid applications required in order to be considered for discounts at this school? Now let's look at merit-based scholarships. For every college in the country, we have the qualifications for every scholarship that a particular school offers, and we're able to project how much, if any, should your student expect to get. Now in this case, we're not expecting to get any merit-based scholarships at Washington University. That's not a knock on the student. This is a very smart student, but it's just incredibly competitive. Again, only 3% of students receive merit-based scholarships at WashU. Let's look at affordability. Now, this is trying to measure how much of what the college is going to cost over 4 years versus a family's budget. And then what is the difference between those two, if anything? How do we feel about the outcome? How do we feel about the ROI? And this is what we're showing you here. So over the course of 4 years, this school is going to cost about $136,000. Next to their budget means somebody is going to have to borrow about $28,000, whether it's the student, the parent, or some combination. But we are okay with that result. That is still a good result because it is below what we expect the student to make based on their major and based on what the average first year salary is for this major at this particular school. So that's a really important metric for us. And then again, we give you some more detail to say, okay, this is what this annual salary translates to in terms of a monthly take-home payment versus what your expected first monthly payment would be. And of course, this could change based on the repayment terms. And then what's the delta between those two, right? And does that work? And in this case, yes, that is still a good end result.